this video I shall be discussing exercise 4.2 for the students of class 10 from mathematics. And before discussing exercise 4.2, we have to understand some of the terms. So in this we will understand what is called solution of a quadratic equation. So let us consider one quadratic equation. 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. Now suppose we are substituting the value of x to be 1. Then the left hand side, this is the left hand side, 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is the left hand side. If we substitute the value of x to be 1, we will get the result as 0, which is equal to the right hand side. Now from this we can say that x equals to 1 is the root of the quadratic equation, or we can say x equals to 1 is a solution of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. Now in general form, see, a real number alpha is called a root of the quadratic equation. Here q dot e is quadratic equation. So if we consider this quadratic equation standard form, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a should not be equal to 0. Now if we substitute it with alpha, then our equation will become a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equals to 0. Now from this we can say that x, if we compare both the equations, we can say that x equals to alpha, which means from this we can say that x equals to alpha means the value of x is alpha, so is a root of the equation, or we can say x equals to alpha is a solution of the quadratic equation, or we can also say x equals to alpha is a 0 of the quadratic equation. So now let us discuss some of the problems from exercise 4.2. Question number 1 is given as find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. So the first question is x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Now we have to factorize this quadratic equation. First we have to factorize 10. So if we factorize 10, we get 2 and 5 as the factors. So we will, now you see 5 minus 2 will give us 3. So x squared minus, we will break this and we will write 5 minus 2. In place of 3 we will write 5 minus 2, x minus 10 equals to 0. Now if we open up the bracket, in the next step you can see x squared minus 5x. Now you see minus into minus is plus. 2 into x, 2x minus 10 equals to 0. Now we will take from these two terms x as common. So if we take x as common from this x square, x is left out, minus from 5x, 5x is left out, plus 2, again if we take 2 common from 2x minus 10, we will get 2 into x minus 5 equals to 0. Next step you see, again if we take x minus 5, see x minus 5 is here also, we can take x minus 5 common. So if we take x minus 5 common, then left is into x plus 2, which is equals to 0. Now you see, when we have got the two factors, we will equate each factor equals to 0. Now either this x minus 5 is equals to 0 or x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now if we equate this to 0, what we will get? X equals to 5, because we are taking minus 5 to the right hand side. So we will get x equals to positive 5. Now you see x plus 2 equals to 0. Now if we take 2 to the other side, it will become minus 2. Now we are getting two values of x. Therefore we can conclude the roots of the quadratic equation x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0 are minus 2, one of the roots is minus 2, and 5. Now let us see the third problem, which is given as root 2 x squared plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0. Now in the previous problem, here we did not have any coefficient of x squared, but if we look carefully, here we will get a coefficient of x squared. So how to now factorize this? How to get 7x? We will multiply root 2 with 5 root 2. So if we multiply root 2 with 5 root 2, we will get as 10. Now 10, we know the factors of 10 are 2 and 5. So now 7, we will split it up as 2 plus 5. Now root 2 x squared plus 2 plus 5 x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0. 2 root 2 x squared plus 2 into x, 2x plus 5 into x, 5x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0. Now from these two terms, root 2 x squared and 2x, we can take root 2 x as common. We can take root 2 x as common. So left is our x plus root 2. Now from the next two terms, 5x and 5 root 2, we can take 5 as common. So left is x plus root 2, which is equals to 0. Now from again these two terms, we can take x plus root 2 as common. So now left is root 2x plus 5, which is equals to 0. Now we can say that either x plus root 2 is equals to 0 or root 2x plus 5 equals to 0. Now if we equate x plus root 2 equals to 0, we will get the value of x as minus 2 minus root 2. Again, if we see here, if we equate root 2x plus 5 equals to 0, now first we will take 5 to the right hand side, so we will get minus 5, and then we will take root 2 to the other side, then the value of x will be minus 5 by root 2. So from this we can say the roots of the quadratic equation root 2 x squared plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0 are minus root 2 and minus 5 by root